Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake aka Tag, and today we have Dima on the channel. He is currently number 24 in the world with this amazing Miner Mega Knight deck. He just got 412 wins back to back to back to back, and then he pushed to number 24 in the world, so we had to have him on the channel to learn how to play this deck to the fullest extent. We're going to be jumping right into a live ladder match, and then we're going to be reviewing some top replays against Pompeo, Lucas, and of course Anaban. So let's go jump right into our very first game against B Normal. What is Dima going to do? He's going to split wall breakers in the middle. The reason why he splits wall breakers in the middle is his opponent has to drop something on either side if he doesn't have Electro Wizard or guards or something that's splittable. So that's something that you guys really want to do if you're able to. It's a great play for 2 elixir, making them drop like double small spells. Sometimes when they don't have an answer, sometimes you'll bait out 4 elixir for 2 and then they don't get counter push at all. They can't let wall breakers connect. So that's one of his favorite plays at the start of the game. If you guys look at that, definitely copy that if you're running any wall breakers deck. It's not just applicable to this deck, it's applicable to any wall breakers deck. So he's going to have Magic Archer, Electro Wizard. This is definitely going to be P.E.K.K.A. And P.E.K.K.A. versus Mega Knight, obviously P.E.K.K.A. has an advantage. How does Dima win this matchup? Let's figure it out. So unfortunately, the opponent is able to protect his Magic Archer from the Miner, and then he's going to apply dual lane aggression. How is Dima going to be able to break this? Because that's a lot of elixir coming at him. He's going to eat the entirety of the barbarians on the right hand side until he has enough elixir, and he can't really do anything about it. He's going to have to make counter push on the left hand side to get his elixir back. Okay, so Mega Knight's going to jump on the tower, Bandit's going to connect, and Musketeer is going to go ham right on top of that Bandit. Unfortunately, the Bandit is going to be able to devour the Musketeer, and we're not going to be able to make anything from that. But since his opponent uses the zap, he obviously doesn't have elixir to stop the wall breakers, so Dima comes back with a brutal bashing. B Normal is not normal anymore, dude. He is laughing, he is disappointed, he is upset, he's a mixture of everything. I don't even know what else to say. Dima's played this super well. So if you bait out your opponent's small spell, and they don't have elixir for a 4 elixir cost card, you can easily go in for wall breakers and punish them. So he can't have elixir for Electro Wizard. Obviously, Dima spent a lot of elixir to make sure that B Normal was at a low elixir threshold, so he could apply aggression, and there was no counterplay. So Poison's going to come down. What do you do here? Do you Magic Archer? He's going to Barb Barrel on the Magic Archer. I thought like maybe he would go in for a Mega Knight, but he just went in for a Barb Barrel and Zap, and that killed the Magic Archer. Even though the P.E.K.K.A. was nearby, he zapped so the P.E.K.K.A. wasn't able to target it. That was really cool interaction to know that you can go in for a Barb Barrel and Zap and kill the Magic Archer with ease. Mega Knight's going to take the tower, but will he be able to defend? A Bandit is coming at him. If a Magic Archer is cycled at the river, this could prove to be quite difficult. Oh, I love that play. I really like cycling Musketeers like that. Not too far away, but just far enough that the Bandit had to walk a little bit, and then the Magic Archer is just going to die quickly to his Zap. So despite Dima not having a great answer to the P.E.K.K.A. at all, he doesn't have Inferno Dragon, he was able to apply a lot of aggression when his opponent just did not have enough elixir, and he won the game with the wall breakers. Really calculated gameplay, and Dima is out here just cruising up the ranks. So now Dima's number 13 in the world. This guy is basically unstoppable. So let's go jump right into our very next game against Anaban. So Anaban is packing a very interesting deck. He's got Rocket, he's got Log, he's got Royal Giant, and Mega Knight. Anaban is one of the very best players in the entire world. He's consistently at number 1, so Dima is going to have a tall task ahead of him. How does he win this matchup? What does he do? I want to learn how to beat Anaban because Anaban is insane. So he's going to go for wall breakers at the river as soon as he sees skeletons, because skeletons can actually counter the wall breakers for a +1 elixir trade if placed in the correct spot. Obviously, Dima is going to try to take advantage of that, bait out a small spell from his opponent, and get an advantage from that. So we see Executioner now. As soon as you see Exy, you know that there's inevitably going to be a tornado. So we'll see what Dima decides to do with his Miner placements from this point on. He's going to go in for a Mega Knight and then get for some really nice counter push with the minions and go in for the Musketeer after. So one of the prime time plays that you guys are going to see is those minions off to the side. The reason he drops them all the way off to the left hand side whenever he has Mega Knight is his opponent is forced, and I mean forced, to drop something right into that, and he can't kite it. Those minions are going to get on the tower if you don't play same lane, and if you don't kite the Mega Knight Musketeer, then that's just going to do so much damage. So it's really nice synergy from Dima. Dima is going to be able to go in for wall breakers on the left hand side, as you guys just saw, because he baited out the Zap already and all of Anaban's elixir with that minions push. had to deal with the minions, otherwise they just get too much damage. But then when you deal with the minions, then the wall breakers come through. So the way that Dima plays this deck is he punishes his opponent when his opponent doesn't have elixir to kill the wall breakers. I've said this time and time again, I think that the wall breakers are a really strong card, and I think it's almost impossible to elixir efficiently counter them. So for that reason, we're going to see Anaban struggle. Even though he's the best player, or one of the best players, you just don't want to mess around with wall breakers. He's going to have to go in for a tornado. That's another elixir inefficient counter. Super well played by Dima. Always making sure that his opponent is not able to counter what he drops. Also, another primetime play that you guys just saw. I was talking about it earlier. Let's see what he does with the miner. He's not going for a miner in the safe spot when his opponent doesn't have tornado. He just used the tornado on the wall breakers. Hey, can't guess where my miner is going to be. So let's go and drop that in the back. Very, very well played by Dima there. So he's going to go for minions, Musketeer, and Mega Knight. That looks like his primetime push that he'll consistently rattle off every single time. Another great thing about this deck that you guys have probably already figured out if you played Mega Knight before is the Bandit and the Mega Knight have great synergy. The Mega Knight is very nice at cleaning up all the squishy bait units, and then the Bandit is able to just dash on the important stuff like the towers. Anaban is really pissed right now. He just gave up. 10 seconds remaining. There's no way that he's going to be able to break through Dima's impenetrable defenses. And that's going to be game, guys. So very, very well played by Dima. If you guys noticed what he did, he consistently dropped the Mega Knight on top of anything that was crossing the river. He followed up with minions and Musketeer depending on how much elixir he had and what his opponent threw at him. And then he counterpushed and won the game. Anaban quite often utilized his spells on the minions to mitigate damage, and your opponents will do that the same way. And when they do that, you just go in for the wall breakers at the river, capitalize on that investment, and get so much damage. So let's go jump right into the very next game against Lucas Gamer. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the second best 2.6 player in the entire world right after Jack. So what is he going to do? What is Dima up to? He's got wall breakers, he's got miner. He's going to sauce them out at the river because he knows that his opponent is going to be running 2.6. So at the worst case scenario, he at least baits out a cannon and skeletons, and then he gets miner chip. So for that reason, Dima played pretty aggressive in the start of the game. Usually he likes splitting wall breakers in the middle, but that's just something that is going to happen at this point when he knows that Lucas Gamer is inevitably going to be running 2.6 Hog Rider. Mega Knight is a great counter to the Hog Rider. It gives counter push after. Let's see if he follows up with minions here or if he just lets the Mega Knight die. He's going to go for minions in the middle to kill the Ice Golem. That's something that I've never done before. Really, really cool strategy because Ice Golem's gone. Mega Knight's still alive. Then he's able to go in for Wall Breakers Miner. I love that, actually. Holy crap, guys. That's a cool play that you guys can start incorporating into your games. If you know that your opponent's going to have Ice Golem and you know that they're going to try to kite the Mega Knight to the left-hand side, and you know that they have like Musketeer and Ice Spirit for the minions if you're going to be trying to get them on the right-hand side going towards the tower. Sometimes you really want those minions to bypass if they don't have adequate answers, but obviously Lucas Gamer with the Musketeer Ice Spirit would have been pretty tragic for Dima to commit to full aggression with the minions right on top of the tower, trying to get them there because they would have never reached it. It just went straight first into a Musketeer. Muskie would have shut everything down. I love the minions in the middle for that reason. Actually spread Lucas Gamer super thin, and as a result, we were almost able to get wall breaker connection against a worse player that isn't like the best 2.6 player in the world. That would have been wall breakers damage. That would have been actually catastrophic damage for Lucas, and that might have just been GG just from that one starting play. Anyway, Sideway Miner, because we have Zap, we can actually zap those skeletons in double elixir, but we can't do that in single because it would be too much of an elixir investment. Probably wouldn't have elixir for Mega Knight and counter push here. So another thing that we're noticing from Dima, he's not overspending on offense when he's not trying to just chip out his opponent. At this point, the reason why he saved elixir and didn't zap those skeletons is because he's trying to make a huge push here. If he makes a huge push, then guess what, guys? Doesn't have to worry about chipping out his opponent in a 2.6 battle when his opponent has a Hog Rider, small spells, the cycle, and a very, very fast cycle. So he would actually lose that battle if he was trying to go for a chip war against Lucas Gamer. But if he's trying to win in one foul swoop with one bit of interaction, he can actually win the game. So really, really well played from Dima there. He's consistently trying to win this matchup by making huge pushes with Mega Knights, Bandits, and Miners, everything. He's throwing the entire kitchen sink at Lucas. So that's how he's trying to win this matchup. It's very important to identify your win condition and know how to play each and every matchup. As you guys can see in the 2.6 matchup, There is no room for chip damage. It is all head-on damage. You want to make big pushes. You want to make sure that you get your Mega Knight through. And you don't even want to go for minions off to the side. You want to drop it right on top of an Ice Golem, kill the Ice Golem, and get counter push with the Mega Knight on the tower, hopefully. As a result, Dima was able to win this game. Let's move on to the next one and let's keep learning. So let's go jump right into our very next game against Pompeo. So Pompeo has a 4 in his name, and it's for good reason, guys. He finished #1 in the world 4 times, guys. 4-time #1 finisher, so no big deal. He's only played in CRL, consistently finished #1 in the world. Probably one of the best players to ever touch Clash Royale. So how does Dima play against him? Unfortunately, we're going to actually face someone that has a Goblin Cage and is a very solid player. So the only way that the wall breakers will ever get damage is outcycling that Goblin Cage. I don't know if he'll be able to do it, but he's going to probably look for a lot of damage with a Miner in this matchup because his opponent has an Ice Golem. So if they have Ice Golem, they have no Knight. The only thing that they have on the ground is going to be a Goblin Cage Brawler. I think that that's pretty easily avoidable with a Miner, and you're going to actually have a lot of damage with that Miner unanswered. One thing I really want to talk about right there, he could have zapped that Inferno Dragon. He elected not to because he would be down so much elixir. When you're actually guaranteed damage anyway, and you're putting yourself at an even more of a deficit by spending more elixir there to get even more, it's a bit greedy. So don't do that. Make sure that you're satisfied with the amount of damage that you have if that would put you in an unsafe situation afterwards. So very, very important to exercise caution when Dima did right there. Very, very well played. So at this point, how are we going to kill that balloon? I don't know how he's going to ever get the Musketeer on top of the balloon because there's an Ice Golem. I just don't understand how he would ever do that, and that's exactly what we were talking about before. Look at the Miners played. Ice Golem's dropped. It doesn't really matter. Really good placement from Pompeo there to actually nullify a lot of damage from the Miner. That's very difficult to do. Most people will never do that. Inferno Dragon's going to try to get on top of the Bandit. Unfortunately for us, the Bandit will not... Oh, wow, the Bandit did get a connection. I really wasn't expecting that at all. Anyway, I guess Dima's Bandits just have more hit points than mine. So let's see what he does. He's probably have to drop like a Musketeer on the balloon that's inevitably going to come down on the left-hand side. And so the Miner's going to be placed. Oh my gosh! What the heck? Did you guys just see that? That Miner evaded the Goblin Cage Brawler because he dropped it even further back. He is insane. So he's going to drop a Musketeer in that placement in the middle. Is that going to target the balloon? Oh my gosh, dude. I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this. These interactions that he's pulling off successfully, that Miner in the back, I would have never really thought about that to pull the Goblin Cage Brawler closer to your tower instead of that. Dropping the Miner in that spot, I'm going to steal that. I need to steal that. Holy crap, dude. With 2.6 Hog Rider, you can also do that placement against anyone that has a balloon. I thought that that Ice Golem plus balloon placement was impenetrable. I thought that you could never get a ranged unit on that, but Dima finds a way, man. He's like literally making magic happen right in front of our eyes. So I don't think he can stop this balloon. I know for a fact that that thing is just going to take the tower. So I feel very confident saying that for once. I know that Dima can't pull off magic there, but what is he going to do here? Is he going to go in for a Mega Knight right in front? He's going to try to keep this Musketeer alive. I think he's going to be able to hit everything. Yep. Super solid stuff. And unfortunately, the Inferno Dragon comes down. Are you going to go for minions plus zap, though? Yes, you are. Okay, so unfortunately, Ice Golem's going to pop and kill everything. But Dima still played that super well. I think that this is probably very, very winnable for either player at this point. Pompeo, if he goes in for one good balloon push, the game is pretty much over. So need to make sure that the Musketeer catches the balloon. Unfortunately for us, guys, look at that play from Pompeo. Getting the Miner and the zap, and then also still getting a balloon hit. So this is actually back in Pompeo's favor, I would say, with the Goblin Cage, the King Tower activated, being able to just destroy any Miner that's placed on the tower. I think that Pompeo actually has a much greater damage potential at this point. It's very difficult to get that Musketeer on top of the balloon, as we saw earlier. That clutch placement earlier on probably won him the game if he wins it. That's probably what I'm thinking. So Miner's going to be placed in the back for Pompeo just to make sure that he's able to body block Dima's Miners. So that's one thing that I didn't consider. That was really the only thing that Pompeo was able to do to catch Miners. So Goblin Cage is going to be plopped down. He has no way of killing that Inferno Dragon, so he's not even going to try to go for a Mega Knight there. In fact, this is looking really scary. Oh my gosh. That's just incredible. What? He took the left-hand side with the Bandit. Yeah, I was just tunneled on the right, but he was able to take the left. Oh my gosh, Dima. I can't believe you won that. That's just so difficult to play against. When you're playing against the best balloon player in the entire world, someone that just does not make misplays, with Goblin Cage and you got wall breakers, you still find a way through with the bandit to get that successful W, and I was just incredibly impressed throughout the entire game. I just don't know what to say. I'm kind of at a loss for words. Everything that I thought was going to happen was proved wrong. Dima finds a way around it, a way to make things work. So if you don't know Dima, make sure to go look at the clan link right here. Go drop him a fat follow on Twitter. It will also be down below in the description of the video. Obviously, videos like this are not possible without the player like Dima, so make sure to give him some love on Twitter as well. Give him some appreciation for coming on the channel and helping us learn a lot about Mega Knight. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to sauce out a fat thumbs up on the video. And if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing with your lives? Hit that sub button today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chilling with me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.